Love is like a bomb, baby, come and get it on. Living like a with a red iPhone. Looking like a video vamp. Demolition woman, can I be your man? Rattling and dazzling, a flashy little light. Television lover, baby, cool all night. Sometime, anytime, sugar miss sweet. Little miss innocent, sugar me. So come on, take a bite, shake it up, break the bubble.
2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
Sold out and noisy Oracle Arena. This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. Opening day upon us, Brent. Some teams already looked as if they are championship contenders already. Others clearly in a rebuild mode. What's the mindset of players entering the season on a rebuilding team?
Well, if you're a veteran guy, you're asking your agent, can I get a trade? they would love to get on one of those contending teams. But a rebuilding team is about making progress each month, really, quite honestly. That's what you want to see, Kevin, is progression month to month. Each of the games, maybe chunk out a block, 20 games here, 20 games there, and you'll want to see just improvement overall in what your squad is doing.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Rockets. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Ariza in at the 3 slot.
Well, that's the specialty, right? So dangerous from anywhere on the floor. The defense has to be more active and attentive than that.
Now, here is Harden. He dishes it to Ariza. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. On defense, Houston. Here matched up against the Golden State Warriors is how they're going to tip off the new season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
The shot by Curry, no good. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ariza kicks to Paul. A shot by Harden, wide open. Harden missing again. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Love it when Klay Thompson has his head up, always looking to feed the cutter. This time his teammate wide open.
And here are the Rockets now. Paul outside. And the pass to Harden. Back to Paul. Shoots over Curry. Green with the block. Hands it from short range. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Curry kicks to Durant. Thompson in the corner. Banked in off the glass.
Never see Klay Thompson react too much. Very calm, very cool, and he's collecting points right now.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
Here's Capella. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Thompson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs. And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents, they went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
And when you watch this Rockets team, you can see just how explosive they are on the offensive end. Almost everyone on the floor can hurt you from deep, and they all know their role and execute it to a T.
Curry passes to Pachulia. There's Green with the 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Not sure how people underestimate continually how great Chris Paul has been. Sixth sense kind of stuff there, knowing where his teammate was.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Curry. Out to Thompson. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. And last season, the Rockets' offense was incredible. Then they go and add Chris Paul.
They can run a team off the floor if they get hot. 2 great playmakers in Paul and Harden. And making a move for Paul made a lot of teams fear what the Rockets can do now on offense.
Now here's Durant.
And those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
It's deflected.
That's great anticipation by Pachulia, using his length to turn that shot away.
Anderson with the block. They recover it. Pachulia kicks to Green. Durant with a wide open look. And the Warriors miss again. Rockets leading by 4. It's Ariza on the wing. Defended by Durant. Shoots from the high post. And too long on the shot.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
The drive by Green. Good work defensively by Capella.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
Ariza kicks to Paul. Over Curry. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Ariza. Paul's got 5 points so far.
I think Chris Paul, as he's gotten later into his career, shooting more and more from the three-point line, but the mid-range jumper is still extra special.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And how about the career progression of Trevor Ariza? He came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3-and-D component.
The Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Ryan Anderson. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. For Ariza, his first few years in the NBA, over half his shots came within a few feet of the rim. Greg, now over 2/3 of his shots are from beyond the arc.
And that's just how it goes for some players in the NBA. Ariza still, he has some bursts to finish at the rim, but has turned himself into a deep threat, and he's always been a presence with his defense as well.
And Brent, in your younger years, your dad, of course, played for the Golden State Warriors. You have connections with the Bay Area, certainly. Any memories of watching the old Warriors team play?
Well, of course, Kevin. I was a ball boy when I was 4 years old, and I remember getting into the locker room and having a chance to get on the practice court and riding to the arena with my dad. And then my years in high school when I made my way there to watch Run TMC and spent my summers with Chris Mullin trying to get myself ready for the NBA. I love the Bay Area. I love where I'm from, and I have to admit it, I love the Warriors.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Warriors shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Over in the corner, Mbamute sinks the three-pointer.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Nene against McGee. The dish to Iguodala. McGee a screen. Livingston passes to McGee. Here's McCaw. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Ball outside. Here's Gordon. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's the pick. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, Chris Paul tinkering now with the defense, reacting well off the pick, and then he capitalizes as well.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets ahead. They finish off the first quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably the shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, to me, the story of that first period was their rebound.
Yeah, jumping out to a lead largely because they did the hard work on the glass. So you love the passion in the early part of this game that they're playing with.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Luke Mbamute out there with Nene. And it's Tucker in at small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try, well, that's the plan. Kevin?
Offense is what the Rockets are all about, DA. You know that. Coach D'Antoni definitely focuses on this part of the game more than defense. Iguodala dish. To Livingston. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. Livingston's got his first points of the game. Brent, you have 2 championship rings. Some guys would kill for 1. Talk about a season where you thought you would capture a title, but for some reason it just wasn't meant to be.
It's interesting, after the 2005 championship in San Antonio, coming back in 2000. I thought we were destined to get the job done that very next year. And it's funny how slight the difference is between a championship season and just a contending season, Kevin. An injury, a bounce, a foul, a free throw. It makes you appreciate the fragility of what a championship season is all about.
Well said. McCaw kicks to Young, fires the 3. That one doesn't go. And the Rockets take it the other way. Paul outside. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Fires from 14. It's rebounded by West.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Young outside. Passes it to Iguodala. Here's McCall from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Now just a 2-point Houston lead.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
To the left wing from deep. It's rebounded by West.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Pass it to West. Picked by West. It's up a 3. And Andre Iguodala with the 3. Iguodala's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. Paul kicks to Mbah a Moute. Nene, the screen. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered by Iguodala. Paul dishes to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Here is Mbah a Moute. The Rockets with another miss. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Feeds to Livingston. It's rebounded by Houston.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Well, Chris Paul signing the big contract this past offseason, and you knew he'd end up with one of the biggest deals out there, and his impact on a team goes far beyond just stats.
The Warriors leading. Young outside. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. He's off on that one. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Paul. He's covered by Livingston. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And Mbah a Moute's got 9. Well, Greg, Houston wanted Chris Paul, and they got their man. One of the bigger surprises, certainly, of the offseason.
Yeah, and without Paul on this roster, this team isn't in the conversation for winning. You need him to keep your window of winning open. he is just that impactful and makes everyone on the floor better.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Blacks checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for Mbamute. Trevor Ariza's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's James Harden in for Chris Paul. Thompson passes to Pachulia. Back to Thompson. Durant for three. They grab their own miss. Curry. Gordon with the defensive effort. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. In the corner, Harden. Anderson outside. Houston moving the ball around. Dishes it to Harden. They set the pick. Second basket of the game.
Got to do your best to make Steph put the ball on the floor. I know he can still do that, but catch and shoot is just deadly.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
And so here is Houston. They trail by 1. Harden outside from past the arc.
And his struggles continue. Just still scoreless and just can't seem to take the lid off.
Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Durant in the corner takes a 3 and another 3 for Golden State.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Rockets trailed by 4. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Harden kicks to Gordon. There's a screen. The Rockets again can't hit. Here's Curry, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break or third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And welcome to halftime. Hey, what a fantastic time of the year. NBA season getting underway. Hey.
I'm excited. I am really excited. I am really excited.
Golden State had some issues in the first quarter. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. There was a noticeable difference in their second quarter performance when suddenly they were the team controlling the action and are now holding a 4-point lead at the half. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Scoring in the paint, that's an area where they can improve. With the defense sagging in, they settle for a lot of jump shots in the first half. Coming out of the break, I think it'll be better running off pick and rolls, hitting cutters, moving toward the hoop.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin.
A look there at the Golden Gate Bridge, blanketed, shrouded in fog. What a sight. Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Warriors leading by 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Klay in the backcourt. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. And it's Pachulia in at the center. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And Anderson kicks to Paul. He feeds it to Harden. Back to Paul. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ariza. The Warriors pull it in. Pachulia's got his 3rd rebound tonight. When a team signs Pachulia, they're getting a solid center, Brent, but they're also getting an enforcer for their team.
Well, there are a lot of players in the NBA, Kevin, at the center position who are unwilling to accept maybe what the modern-day center has to do, especially a guy that doesn't have a tremendous amount of skill. That is set screens, go out and rebound, and be an enforcer. That's exactly what Pachulia provided for the Warriors in his first year.
Golden State's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Curry gets the bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They set the pick. And the wide open shot from Paul. The three-pointer, no good.
They just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
And Curry has it in the corner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the paint. Here's Ariza. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Well, they missed their first 3 shots, and after that maybe they'll get some air underneath their wings a little bit.
One thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
The Warriors making a switch here. West is checked in. And that one misses. And that shot selection, a systematic approach by the whole Houston organization. Greg, is a team, they actually took less mid-range jump shots than DeMar DeRozan did individually last season.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. I mean, the approach Houston has made successful the last few seasons, that they are 100% committed to not taking mid-range shots if they can help it.
Capella with it. West picks him up. And here's Harden for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Curry kicks to Thompson. There's a good screen. Pass to Durant. Pick by West. Some nice passing by Golden State. A shot by Curry, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play.
Capella sets a screen for Harden. Inside, trying to find Capella, gets it to him. Count it, good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. And there's the feed to Durant. Pick by West. Back to Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
I watch Klay Thompson and I see a player at that position who is as complete as you want in an offensive package. He can hurt you from deep or going to the rim, and guys defensively just never feel comfortable when you're trying to slow him down.
That free throw good from Thompson. And with Thompson, so much of why he is effective, Brent, is that he has a myriad of ways to hurt you. Great post-up game, and he's really improved greatly on his finishing.
Well, everybody talks about Klay Thompson doing a better job of mixing it up. But the fact of the matter is this Golden State offense is predicated on players moving without the basketball. And Klay Thompson, certainly one of the most dangerous players in the league, much like Rip Hamilton during his years in Detroit. A weapon as soon as he caught the ball off of that movement.
Paul with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Paul kicks to Nene. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Iguodala outside. Curry on the wing. Fires the three. Traps in the tray. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And Tucker kicks to Capella. Pass to Harden. Out to the right wing. Now the dish to Tucker. From downtown. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. Thompson passes to Curry. West gets the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
In the corner, it's Capella. Paul outside. There's the screen. And here's Harden for 3. David West grabs the miss. West has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Iguodala missing.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Harden with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded close over Thompson. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Well, just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Curry against Paul. Nene, the screen. The 3 from Harden. Sinks the triple. Harden's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Rockets.
And with Harden, it's pick your poison. Not only a tenacious penetrator, but also a consistent threat from 3-point.
Curry, good. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Nene, the screen. Paul dishes to Harden. Kicks to Tucker. Shoots the 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Well, Iguodala setting up, getting that good, strong base. He becomes a much better shooter when he does that.
Here's Harden. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Warriors on top, up by 12. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Nene is out there with Luke Mbamute. And it's Black in at the 5 spot. Warriors leading by 12. Red, we've seen coaches that yell. You've seen some that show no emotion and everything in between. In your opinion, what's the perfect mental makeup for an NBA coach?
I don't think, Kevin, there's any exact science to what coaching can be. And I think the best coaches just have an innate ability to know when to push buttons, how to push buttons, and to do it on an individual level. There are many times that a coach can make the biggest impact with his player, Kevin, taking him aside and having conversations rather than doing everything in front of the team. And I think the best coaches have a pulse of each player on their team and take the time to go and do that.
He kicks it to Mbah-a-Moute. Harden with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Here's Curry. Here's Pachulia. That's tipped. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Livingston. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Harden.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
He dishes it to Black. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Mbah-a-Moute can't get it to go.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. They got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Livingston, that's good.
Great form on the Livingston jump shot there. He knows he's got the green light in the mid-range.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Warriors. Patrick McCaw comes in for Sean Livingston. Houston also making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Nene. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Mbah-a-Moute. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He was not happy with their shot selection, and he let them know about it. He said, we're taking low percentage shots, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, and work for those shots in the flow of the offense. Stay with the plan. We'll see if they can get it going.
Picked by Pachulia. Durant kicks to Green. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of them. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
Rockets trailed by 14. Harden the pass to Black. Ariza dishes to Gordon. There's a screen. And here's Harden for three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with. And look how engaged he is on both ends.
Curry kicks to Durant. Shot from 16. Count it. Good. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Just impossible to get the KD from the mid-range, showing a smooth shooting stroke.
Gordon kicks to Harden. The three. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
The classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
Curry outside. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Yeah, if I won 2 MVPs, I think I'd be pretty confident too. Curry firing and draining.
Anderson the screen. Ariza passes to Anderson. There's the pick. Harden outside. Over Pachulia. They get it back. Black. The shot will not fall. Warriors leading by 13. McCaw kicks to Curry. 109 left to play here in the fourth. And the shot is good.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
And both free throws good for James Harden. 27 seconds left in the game. Curry kicks to Pachulia. Picked by West. Pachulia dishes to Curry. Pachulia with the screen on Paul. Young passes to Curry. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rockets with the rebound. Harden outside. There's the pass to Paul. Another miss by Houston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside.